Hello everyone, I am R.P. Jharia from Kendriya Vidyalaya, Ordnance Factory, Khamariya, Jabalpur. I am going to teach you some of the topic of chemistry in everyday life. So I am starting here the chemistry in everyday life. First of all, we will see here chemistry in everyday life. We will see here first of all about the drugs. Now the question raised here, what are drugs or medicines? So drugs are chemical substance of higher molecular mass, about 100 to 500 unified mass. It reacts with macromolecular target like carbohydrate, protein, nucleic acid and lipids, which shows the biological response. If the biological response is curative, therapeutic and useful, then the drugs are known as medicines. However, if we will take the drugs or medicines in higher dose than the recommended by the doctor, then they show the potential poison nature. Now we will see here distinguish between the drugs and medicines. So we will see here about the distinguish between drugs and medicines. First of all, we will see here about the medicine. Medicines are the chemical compound which are useful for the treatment of the disease. They are also used as you can say preventive purpose, and they generally kill the microorganism. They are safe, they do not have the side effect, and they are, you can say, good for our health. But in case of drugs are also chemical substance which are used for curing the disease, but in higher doses they are generally, you can say, they are habit forming, and they also have some kind of side effect. Now we will see here about the next topic, that is known as types of drugs. So we will see here type of drugs. We will see here about different type of drugs, out of which I am taking here first of all antacids. So what are antacids? We will see here. Sometimes excess of the hydrochloric acid released from our stomach, which cause the irritation and pain. And sometimes it is also possible that excess of release of the hydrochloric acid may be the cause of the gastric ulcer. So if we want to take relief from this type of problems, we generally take the chemical substance. Those chemical substances are known as antacids, and antacids, under antacids earlier, sodium bicarbonate, aluminum. Other antacids are magnesium hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide gel and aluminum phosphate. But it is found that if we will take the sodium hydrogen carbonate, it generally make the medium of stomach alkaline, and it also trigger the acid in stomach. So in place of bicarbonate we can take magnesium hydroxide or aluminum hydroxide, but they are also not good drug for the treatment or relief of the acidity in our stomach. So what we can do for it? Therefore a type of drug was designed. The name of that drug was cimetidine, or you can say that drug was designed because this drug uh, react compete with the histamine produced by the stomach and which interacts with the wall of the stomach. So this drug was useful for controlling the hyperacidity in our stomach, and after some time another type of drug known as ranitidine and Genentech was discovered. And nowadays we know very well that another kind of drug known as Aciloc is used for getting relief from hyperacidity. Now we will see another topic that is known as antihistamine. So we will see here about the next topic, antihistamine. We observe that sometimes some person show hypersensitivity towards some of the drugs like penicillin and sulfa drug, and some persons suffer from some type of things or natural things like dust, fur, and pollen particles, other type of, you can say, uh, motion, etc., like motion in air, by road, by rail, etc. So in that particular case, particular type of chemical substance released from their body during this type of problem, that chemical substance is known as histamine. And the histamine is when histamine release, it generally produces the allergic symptoms in the body of any particular person. So generally for relieving from this type of problem, we take the chemical substance which generally give us the give. So histamines are the chemical compounds or substance which generally give particular type of allergic character in our body. So if we will take any type of chemical substance which check this type of symptom of the body, those substance or chemical compounds are known as antihistamine. Generally we know very well that salvarsan is one of the example of antihistamine which is used, and these type of drugs, antihistamines, are also known as anti-allergic drugs. Now we will study another topic known as neurologically active drugs. Generally, neurologically drugs are those drugs which work on the neurotransmission or our nerve cells. So neurologically drugs are divided into two types. They are known as tranquilizers and analgesics. So we will see both these type of drugs one by one. First of all, I am taking here tranquilizer. We will see here our tranquilizers. The drug which are used for the treatment of stress, fatigue, mild and severe mental disease are called tranquilizers. They relieve from fatigue and hypertension, and also about the mental disorder. They also relieve from stress, anxiety, etc. These drugs generally present as a component of sleeping pills. and these drugs generally uh, work for different type of mental disorders. There are many type of tranquilizers which work on different type of mechanism or work by different type of mechanism. For example, if you will take a neurotransmitter noradrenaline, which is secreted by our body, if its level is low in the body, then the person uh, will show the depression, or generally the person go in the depression. So for outcoming from this type of mental disorder, generally we use antidepressant drug. These antidepressant drug can decrease the production of those enzymes which work for the depression. So we know very well there are some example of the tranquilizers like Aconil. Aconil is a kind of tranquilizer which is used for hypertension, and it controls the depression also. Other type of antidepressant are Nimbutal, Amital, and Seconal, etc. Second topic is analgesics. Analgesics are those type of drugs which generally used for getting relief from stress, tension, and other type of problem without the impairment of sight and any other type of confusion, mental uh, convulsions, and you can say कि other type of problem is known as analgesic. Analgesic are used for relieving from pain and fever of our body. Analgesics are generally divided into two types: narcotic drugs or narcotic addictive drugs, non-narcotic addictive drugs. We will see here about both these type of drugs one by one. See non-narcotic drugs. So first of all, we will see here about the non-narcotic analgesic. Non-narcotic analgesics. The very well-known example of non-narcotic analgesics are aspirin and paracetamol. Generally, aspirin is one of the non-narcotic drug which provide us relief from the different type of problem like you can say pain and fever, etc. Pain from pain of our brain, and it also provide us the relief from severe blood clotting in our body. So nowadays aspirin is used as a you can say non-narcotic drug which generally relief from the severe heart attack nowadays. And paracetamol is one of the drug which provide us the relief from the pain and also from the fever. What will be the structure of these two drugs we will see. Now we will see the structure of aspirin and paracetamol. The aspirin is acetoxy benzoic acid, and paracetamol is 4 acetamide phenol. So we will see the structure of both these drugs one by one. Now we will see here about narcotic drugs. So we will see here about the narcotic drugs. Now we will study another topic known as narcotic analgesic. So narcotic analgesic is a kind of drug which is used in a small amount and can relieve us from pain and produce sleep in our body is known as narcotic analgesic. But in higher doses, if we will use the narcotic analgesic, they will provide us the stupor, coma, convulsion, and even the death. So they are very harmful for our body, and most of these are obtained from opium poppy, a kind of plant, and that's why these all drugs are known as opiates. Generally, the extract of different type of compound is done from the opium poppy, and these there are three types of substance or chemical compound used as a narcotic analgesic, which are extracted from the body of opium poppy. These are heroin, codeine, and cocaine. Actually, heroin is the very highly useful narcotic drug, and which is generally used during the childbirth, and it also give the relief from various type of health problem. Start here. Now we will see another type of drug that is known as antimicrobial. So we will see here about the antimicrobial. As it is given in the name, that the drug which is used for controlling the growth of microorganism, or that can kill the microorganism, is known as antimicrobial. Generally, antimicrobial drug can kill the bacteria, virus, fungi, etc., or which are present in our body due to any type of infection. First, antimicrobial was discovered by Paul Ehrlich. The name of that antimicrobial was Salvarsan. And antimicrobial works in three different types. They can be divided into three different types. One is known as bactericidal. It generally kills the bacteria of our body. Second type of antimicrobial, which can check the growth of microorganisms in our body, is known as bacteriostatic. While some other type of antimicrobial generally used for increasing the immunity and resistance of the body is known as antimicrobial. Antimicrobials are divided into two types, antibacterial drugs and antibiotic drugs. Second, we will see now about the antibiotics. Antibiotics means anti means against, biotic means life. So those drugs which are produced by the body of some microorganism like bacteria, fungi, or mold, and can kill the other microorganisms of our body which are disease causing, or that can check the growth of microorganisms in our body, are known as antibiotic. So how we can define antibiotic? What are antibiotic? We will see here. Antibiotics can be defined as those type of chemical compound or substance which are partially or wholly synthesized by chemical reaction, are known as antibiotic. They generally kill the microorganisms, disease-causing microorganisms present in our body, and they can also check their growth. First antibiotic was discovered by Alexander Fleming. The name of that antibiotic was penicillin. It was discovered in 1929. Antibiotics can be divided into two types or two classes, that is known as the bactericidal and bacteriostatic. So we will see some of the example of bactericidal and bacteriostatic antibiotic one by one. We will see here about the bactericidal. Bactericidal antibiotics are penicillin, and it is known as ofloxacin, while bacteriostatic antibiotics are known as, you can say, chloramphenicol, tetracycline, and erythromycin. So we will see here that they are known as chloramphenicol, tetracycline, and erythromycin. Antibiotics can also be divided on the basis of spectrum. Spectrum is a kind of range on the basis of which any antibiotic can kill a particular range of bacteria. If any type of antibiotic can kill a large range or all kind of bacteria or microorganisms, that antibiotic is generally known as broad spectrum antibiotic. And for example, chloramphenicol is one of the example of broad spectrum antibiotic, while another kind of antibiotic which can kill either gram positive or gram negative bacteria is known as narrow spectrum antibiotic. And for example, penicillin. Similarly, if any type of antibiotic which can kill only gram positive bacteria or gram negative bacteria, that is known as limited spectrum antibiotic. So in this basis we can divide our antibiotic. Now we will start another topic, that is known as antiseptics and disinfectant. So we will see first of all about the antiseptics. What is antiseptic? Antiseptic are those chemical compounds which can kill the microorganisms or any bacteria which generally produces on the wound or any type of cut. So they are used for preventing the growth of bacteria or microorganisms which are produced on the wound or cut, and they does not affect any living tissue of our body. For example, antiseptic soframycin, furacin, etc. are some of the example of antiseptic. While disinfectant are those chemical compound which can used for cleaning action, for the cleaning of the floor, floor tiles and toilets, etc. is known as disinfectant. A disinfectant is generally used with water. Any type of particular compound can behave like an antiseptic and antibiotic both, which depend upon its concentration. For example, if you will take 0.2% solution of phenol, it behaves as an antiseptic solution, and if we will take 1% solution of the phenol, then it generally behave as a disinfectant. Similarly, at low concentration, sulfur dioxide gas is used as an antiseptic, while on higher concentration, it is used as disinfectant. Solution of 0.2 to 0.4% chlorine in water is generally behave as an antiseptic solution, and it is generally used in mixing in our drinking water. Other type of antiseptic are Dettol, Savlon, Bithionol, iodine, tincture of iodine, iodoform, and potassium permanganate, ethanol, hydrogen peroxide, etc. Dettol is one of the antiseptic which is produced by chloroxylenol and terpineol. So we can see here the structure of chloroxylenol and terpineol. Dettol is a kind of antiseptic which is generally used for increasing the antiseptic property of the soap. So generally we mix bithionol in soap, while tincture of iodine is a type of antiseptic solution which is used for cleaning the wounds and cuts, etc. And it is the 0.5% solution of the iodine in ethanol and water mixture. Another topic that is known as anti-fertility drugs. So we will see here about another topic, anti-fertility drugs. What are anti-fertility drugs? Anti-fertility drugs are the chemicals which generally used by the doctors for increasing the for decreasing the birth control. Substance which check the pregnancy in women are known as anti-fertility drugs or contraceptive pills or birth control pills. These pills or drugs can check the pregnancy in women. They generally check the menstrual cycle of the women also. Ovulation and menstrual cycle in women. These chemical substance which control the further about the other topics of unit chemistry in everyday life, we will study in the next part of video. Thank you.